Hi, I'm Mac,
And I'm Pris.
and this is Queering It.
Queering it.
We're trying out a little intro. This is a podcast. If you're, listening for the first time, this is a podcast about gay people, and I
And
guess,
we're both gay.
yeah, we are both gay. I just want to preface that. We haven't recorded in a while, which is, I guess, why it feels so new. You know, I feel like we've both been pretty busy. You had something else
Yeah,
going on. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but
I can.
okay, okay,
This is life updates corner.
yeah. The reading the
Um,
minutes or
so
whatever.
yeah, last meetings minutes. Basically, I was living in Canada for like 2.5 months, and then I had to fly home unexpectedly because my father was dying, and he passed away like almost 2 months ago. So I was just hanging out in LA with my family, and I just came back to Canada like 2 days ago on Tuesday, and it's Thursday today.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah, I'm back. I'm trying to heal, trying to be gay, you know, living life.
yeah, and I don't know. She had a lot of people in her house, and I don't think there wasn't really any moments of quiet for you, were there?
Yeah, no, there's no moments of quiet, and I was busy, like insanely busy for like the 2 weeks
Yeah,
after my father passed away, because we had to like do stuff for the funeral, and then arrange for the praying afterwards. So it's just like I never had a funeral. I didn't even have time to talk to my husband. Like that's how busy I was,
yeah.
and he was all the way in Canada. So it's like, sorry, bitch, I can't talk to you right now.
Sorry, bitch. Fuck. But yeah, like we missed doing it, so we were like,
Yeah,
let's do
I
it. And
totally
you're back in
I
Canada
miss
now,
it.
so
Yes, I'm back. I'm back in action. I can do things again.
play
I'm super
Hearthstone.
excited. I'm super excited to be gay and be on this podcast.
Yeah, definitely. And we do. I have a mutual. I don't know if they're mutuals with Priz. But they want to be on this podcast. But I didn't want to like kind of because I know that they're really busy. See, here's the thing. I have so many friends that do like they have jobs and like work and school jobs and work, which are not the same thing, of course. But like I personally do not have a lot going on in my life in terms of like
Same.
routine, but like everybody else is so busy, and I'm like, this is so crazy how much time you do not have in your
Yeah.
life. Which obviously I could go on a whole rant about how like that's inhumane or whatever, but like that's gonna be saved for the communism podcast that we're gonna be making next. Um,
Communism in it.
There you go. Commieing it, Marxing
Commune.
it. And oh, I guess I should bring that up again. If it's kind of like a reopening of the podcast, but I understand a lot of people have an issue with the word queer because it's obviously a slur. I'm not gonna deny that. It's just like a lot of to me, I've seen a lot of straight people like on Tumblr mainly being like, "Oh, you're all fucking queering all these shows, you bunch of gays," and you know, I'm about to queer up this podcast. Like we're getting it gay up in this, and because
Yeah.
a lot of straight people making podcasts, and I don't really hear about a lot of like gay centric or LGBT centric um, podcasts. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's get crazy with this." Obviously,
This
not
is
as
a free
not as
range
professional, but
organic podcast.
our free range organic podcast.
Yeah, this is because
Yeah.
we're not sponsored.
No,
We
we are
don't have
not.
any listeners.
If we were sponsored, I might have a better mic than a fucking PS3 headset, but um,
We we don't have any listeners either. So
none that
if
like,
you're out there, rate us on iTunes
yeah.
or send us
Hey,
a message on
that's
Tumblr.
a big thing. Please rate us on iTunes. I haven't mentioned that at all. Like we haven't mentioned that at all in the past ones, but rate us on iTunes, and then hopefully we can get some more listeners. And so I am gonna keep uploading these to SoundCloud just because like that's how we upload them to iTunes. Sorry, I just knocked over my water bottle. I literally just like punched it. Anyway, um, but I'm gonna keep uploading it to SoundCloud, even though they have like the number of files that are publicly listed like limited. So it's not really gonna be available on SoundCloud that much as it is like I'm doing that, so it can be on iTunes. And if you review it, then we get hopefully we get more people up in here. Hopefully more people that want to like be a part of this, because
Yeah, definitely.
I started this because I was like, okay, I want gay voices, and I being white, like I want more non-white gay voices because I feel like we dominate these spaces a lot. So prison not white, prison not white, which
Oh
is
yeah,
good.
we should do a little. I feel like in every episode we should just do a brief reintroduction in case it's someone's first time listening.
All right, I think that's good. You wanna go first?
So I'll start.
All right,
So my name's Priscilla. I'm
aka Priz.
I'm a gay Pris. Um, I'm a gay. No, not sorry. A bisexual woman of color who is married to a man, but I'm gay, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that I'm married to a man. That's just who I happen to fall in love with,
Right. He
and I
he is
call him a bitch
cis.
sometimes.
Yeah. You call him you call him biz sometimes. And you are Mexican, correct?
Yes, I'm Mexican. I
Yeah.
forgot to mention that. I'm non-white Mexican. I think that's mestizo or mestiza. Basically, like my genetics are just like a mix of whatever the fuck ended up in Mexico after the Spaniards showed up.
Cool.
So one day I do want to do a DNA test just to see like what percentages of things I am,
Okay,
because
that's a
like
good
a
idea.
lot of like white people or like Asian people or like black people, they can kind of like more clearly trace where their ancestors came from little bit better, just
Okay.
because it's not like a whole hodgepodge of
I mean, I
like
probably wouldn't put black people in there just because of like
oh well yeah, that one's
records are
uh
very, non-existent for a lot of black people.
yeah. But also like just the Latino identity, like it's not like Latino's like not a race. Like you can be white Latino, you can be black Latino, you can be Asian Latino, but like I don't fall into any one of those boxes, and
Okay.
I want to know someday when I can afford it.
Yeah.
I'm also poor. Does that
How
count?
expensive is it? Well, yeah.
I think it's like $200.
How much?
$200 like on Amazon.
Shit. Trying to drop that. I'm trying to buy Injustice 2 and a controller at the same time at my job so I can like sign up for a credit card, get that 15% off, and then my employee discount
Yeah.
and save more on it. Um,
Damn.
so, dude, our discount fucking sucks. We get like 10% off of items, excluding consoles and like electronic
Yeah, that's what it was
devices
when I worked there.
themselves. And then we get 20% off of food. And I've talked to like so many managers, and they're like, we should get 50% off of food and then 30% off of items. And I'm like, I think that's a good idea. Anyway, um, my name is Mac. I am a gender fluid trans female, I guess. I kind of don't know what my own gender is, but I'll use like any pronouns: he, him, they, them, she, her, whatever's good. Just don't call me a man because I'm not a man. Um, and I am also bisexual. We're both very bisexy, as coined by or not coined, but Caitlin brought it up, and I can't stop saying it every
Oh
time I think
yeah.
about bisexual.
I
Um,
I prefer to go by as a bi babe because
that's
I just
also
like how
cool.
it makes me feel.
Yeah,
FYI, I do sell a sticker on my Redbubble that says bi babe
go check out
and
Prison's
bi
Redbubble,
pri bi
redbubble.com
colors
slash what?
slash people slash Lapras LAPRIS.
Yeah, go check it out. We'll link that too. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start linking that. Um, and yeah, bisexual. I'm white. I don't really know what my ethnicity is, and it kind of doesn't matter to me all that much. Like I know I'm German and Russian. That's all I know for sure. My grandfather says I'm like Romanian, but I don't. Okay, I can't really prove that at all. Um, and I live in Texas, and you live in Canada. And
Yeah,
she's
but I'm
from
from
California.
Los Angeles. Yeah.
California.
What are you gonna say it like
Cause
that?
the fucking Californian sketch from SNL. It's a classic.
Oh,
The main man,
right.
Fred Armisen. Um, But yeah, this is just about we did not make this purpose on podcast this podcast on purpose because we're both bisexual. We were just like, hey, I'm gay, you're gay, let's get it popping gay style and make a podcast. Um, and yeah, again, like if you want to be on this podcast and you are gay and you want to talk about something that you just fucking go nuts about, or you have a lot of experience with and being in that field or hobby as a gay person, like please hit us up and let's give you some room to talk about this stuff because we've had a few guests and they've talked about their professions or their hobbies, and it's cool.
Haven't we only had one guest though?
No, we had Kate and Taylor.
Oh, right, Taylor. Oh, I feel so bad for forgetting about Taylor. We
Girls
just
Club.
got a parade of bi babes come to our
That's
studio.
true. Everybody we've had on here,
Is bi.
yeah, that's fucking funny. Sorry, I just saw a horrible post where somebody with a Sonic icon said that Trump's ideologies aligning with white supremacy is, for the most part, coincidental. So I can't go online anymore now.
Anyways.
Anyway, that's another thing. I don't like people like being wishy-washy about stuff. We're anti-conservative. We're anti-Republican. We're anti-religious right. We're anti-Trump. We're anti fucking every bad thing about this country, like or about the world technically, because she's in
Everything the
Canada.
establishment represents in
Yeah,
America.
imperialism, fucking white nationalism, white supremacy, like all of that, bad, hate it. This is a stream, a podcast that hates those things, and I'm going to say that because I don't like when people are like, it's up for opinion, it's up for debate. It's not an opinion, it's not a debate. You're racist. That's what it is. Anyway, also,
It's
if you're
totally
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. No, you go.
Okay, if you're queer and you're ace, that's great. But you being ace does not make you queer. That's another thing I'm going to say. I'm not ace phobic. I don't like cis het aces. I think they're gay. Bam. I feel like I'm very afraid to like say these things because I feel like people are gonna get mad. But like, fuck it,
Mac, you just are coming out guns
dude.
ablazing.
I am. Oh man, I'm just no holds back. I'm no holding back.
You're like, I don't care, and
Yeah,
you're
man.
running straight into battle.
Sometimes I do put the jelly on first before I put on the peanut butter because I don't want to put peanut butter in jelly in case somebody with peanut allergies wants to use jelly. That's my entire reasoning for it.
That's actually a good reason.
Yeah, I mean.
So I can't imagine someone just eating a jelly sandwich.
Just drinking jelly out of the fucking thing. Anyway, also that if you drink jelly straight out of the jar, I don't know. I don't know
You
if
are valid.
you're valid. Maybe. If you drink mayonnaise straight out of the jar, which is kind of not really correlating to jelly, but if you
You
drink
are
mayonnaise,
still valid.
no, you're not. Don't drink mayonnaise. Fuck. Anyway,
Anyways.
go ahead with what you want to say.
Today we asked for topic suggestions, and someone on Tumblr suggested that we talk about first date experience.
Also,
So-
I'm gonna shout them out real quick. My main friend, Melissa, aka Mel, aka Tumblr user Sailor Moon emoji. Go give them a follow. They're really cool. Sorry. Wow, I just talked
So, do you
so
wanna
much,
go
and I was
first?
out of breath. Anyway, they
You wanna go
suggested
first, or should I?
they suggested two topics. One which was first dates, and one which was Avatar: The Last Airbender, which person's not seen, which is a conversation that we had before this. So I'm not gonna get mad at Priz all over again, but
Yeah.
fake mad. I don't really care. It's a great show, but I'm tired of seeing Drake memes. Anyway, yeah, first dates are like for me they're kind of nerve wracking. Like I don't really like
I
first
feel like that's
encounters
for
with people.
everyone almost. I feel like it's a very common experience across every imaginable
Yeah, I guess.
boundary.
Also,
Um,
that's another thing. We're both. You're mentally ill, right?
Yeah.
Got
Just throw it out there.
got a
Yeah.
little
I mean,
depression
I-
cocktail going on.
Just to spill every piece of information that exists about your person. Like
I
yeah, I licked food off the ground once. So what? I'm still
Dude,
valid.
why do people get mad? They're like, "Oh, you ate food off the ground." Yeah, cause it's good. Like I don't. It's
And
so
I'm
fine.
poor.
That too. Um, yeah, I have. God, I have so much shit. Like I have ADD, paranoia, depression, anxiety, like all this stuff, and it's fun. It's really fun to deal with. But anyway, first dates. First dates. Let's get into the topic.
When did you
God,
have your first date?
my first ever date. Probably, I remember my first like girlfriend, which was this girl named Sarah. I'm not gonna give her last name, but I fucking doubt she's listening to this. But like, shout out Sarah. It's cool to like date you, even though I kind of didn't understand what dating was. Like,
How old were you?
I was 11,
Oh my
and
god! How does
listen,
an 11-year-old get into a relationship?
because we were talking on the phone, I was like, I like that a girl is giving me attention. Like I kind of didn't understand it, and like it made me feel
I
good.
went from the ages of 16 to 19 without getting a boyfriend. How does an 11-year-old get
Listen,
into
dude,
a
you know how player
relationship?
plays, dude. You know what it is. But God, I don't know. Like okay, so I've already said her name, so I'm not gonna say her last name. So I will say this: in that my little stupid ass, like, oh, I don't know. This podcast is NSFW, by the way. We curse, we talk about
I need to
quite
update the
crass
ID.
things. Yeah, don't list it as clean because it's not clean. It's very it's
I'm
very
sorry.
filthy.
It was
Um,
an accident.
Dude, I don't care. You're fucking working wonders with the graphics and the iTunes compatibility. Like, I don't know shit about all that. But this is a girl, and we started dating like sixth grade because I don't know. I just liked talking to her, and I didn't really understand what dating like constituted. And we actually dated for probably like a year or two, just because basically it was like I liked being friends with her, and that's what I understood. And so, like, I kind of didn't understand that we were. I didn't understand what a relationship like constituted. I knew that I liked hanging out with her. That was fucking banging, dude. Um, and what I was gonna say earlier, and this I honestly don't know if I should say it, but like I once a few times I would like groped her so hard that her boobs got bruised.
How does an 11-year-old do that?
Listen, I don't I don't know. Like I'm sorry. I don't if you're listening to this again, Sarah, I'm sorry. Like I don't little mama, I'm sorry. Um
You're
but
just like, yeah, this is what's supposed to happen.
I have
You
no
got on your
idea.
lobster claws, start going to
I don't
town.
know. Like I'm a large person, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what my first date with her either was. It was like the date that's like so strong in my mind is I think we saw Iron Man in theaters together, and we also saw High School Musical 3 in theaters together, and her
You're
parents
so
came.
little. I
And
forget how much younger than me you are.
oh yeah, I'm 20 years old and Pris is 25.
You know, like that, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it feels like a lot when you say that you went to go see High School Musical 3 in theaters with your
Well,
parents.
that and then I met you when you were 20 and I was 15, which is kind of crazy for both of us, really.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like for my first, that was my first ever date. Like I did get better at dates, and I didn't go on them with people's parents, even though I like to consider myself like a parent charmer. Like I love people's parents. Like I love talking to them, and I love like making them like me. It's cool.
That's a good trait to have.
It's a good trait to have, especially when you're younger. You have crushes on people's moms, and you want to hit on them. So
You and your mom thing.
fucking listen. If I were not a married man today, I'm not married. She hates when I say that. But if I were not like in a relationship, I would be fucking chasing mom tail. Like I love. Moms are so hot. Like I see hot moms where I work, and I'm like, hello, but not like I don't know, not really hello. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. I like older women, I guess.
And they're like, "What is this 11-year-old doing?"
You better shut the fuck up. I don't look 11 anymore. I fucking have facial hair. Holy fuck. But yeah, I did like older women. I guess I technically still do because Whitney's like 2 months older than me. She's gonna be fucking getting plastered like shit. And I'm gonna be sitting here like a goddamn loser.
It's only for 2 months.
I mean, yeah, but she's turning 21 next month. Like, what's today? The 18th to date this podcast. And then she's turning 21 on the 6th of June. So, or no, is it July? It is July. It's July 6th. Can't believe I forgot. But yeah. So that was my first ever date with like my first ever girlfriend. Um, there's a lot more first dates that I went on, but that was like the OG date. What was it? What was your like first ever date?
Well, I was an extremely late bloomer in comparison to you. So if I think about it, you were on your first date the same year I went on my first date. Because if you were 11, I was 16.
That's fucking funny.
So yeah, I had my first boyfriend when I was 16. Sidebar, he is and was gay back
Oh,
then.
banging.
So he told me he was bi, and I was like, okay. And I was like, that sounds real. As an ignorant 16-year-old, like I believe that you're bi, even though everyone else thought he was gay. I was like, I believe that.
That's funny.
Anyways, we only went like not really dates, but we were just kind of like hang out because the thing is, we shared a history class together. I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
And because we both had the highest grades in that class, everyone in that class just thought we should date just because we were both smart.
That's
and
funny.
It's like, and then it became a competition on who would get the higher grade in the class. And I would do everything to get a higher grade than him. And like sometimes the teacher would offer us extra credit. Like one time she bit her tongue so she couldn't speak, and she asked me and
Jesus.
my ex to read her slideshow to the class to teach them. And we both did, and we got equal extra credit. But she asked each of us, "Do you want to keep it for yourself or give it to the class?" And I kept it for myself because I'm an evil monster, and he gave it to the class. And then I ended up having like 115% in that class, and he only had like 110. So I came out on top of that situation. But anyways, so everyone like shipped us in that class, even the teacher, and like it just became a thing. So I was like, oh, well, I guess maybe I should like this guy.
Yeah.
And he thought the same thing, even though he was gay. like,
Fucking
like
funny.
I was a beard, and then so we used to talk on AIM. For you young ones, AIM, AOL Instant Messaging. It's like Facebook Messenger but better, and it just doesn't work anymore.
R.I.P.
But yeah, so we would talk on there and just kind of like be him, like, hey, you want to be boyfriend and girl? I was like, okay. But then like we couldn't flaunt our relationship because I didn't want the people in our class to know
Okay.
about our relationship. Like I did not want them because I knew that they would like be like, we were right. You guys should be together. I was like, whatever. So we only told the teacher, and she was like happy for us, whatever. And then on the last day of class, I had already decided that I was gonna break up with him because I wasn't feeling it. We only ever held hands. We didn't kiss once. He only kissed me on the cheek one time because
funny.
we were leaving class and I was talking to someone, and then I turned my head, and that's when he decided to go in for a kiss. But since I was turning my head, he kissed my cheek, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, get off of me. Like, I was a super late bloomer. Like, I had a boyfriend, but I didn't want to do things with him. It's a whole different story now.
Right.
But back then, I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And I was like even shy of like holding his hand in front of my own friends who knew that I was with him. But anyways, we wouldn't hang out during lunch because I didn't want those people to see us hanging out.
Okay.
Basically, we only hung out after school. That was the only time.
That's
and then we would
funny.
talk at AIM at home and like text sometimes. But so yeah, like on the last day of that class, because the way my high school was is that your classes are staggered. So your last day of one class is later than the last day of some different class. So it
Okay.
was like a Monday, and I already made up my mind. I'm gonna break up with him like after school ends, like because we'd only been together for 2 months, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. Like it's just not working. So in that class, like we're having a pizza party or whatever because my teacher was cool as shit, and she was like, I want to make an announcement to the class, and she
Oh
told the whole
God.
fucking class we were
What the
together.
fuck?
I know. I mean, I love the teacher. She was my favorite high school teacher, but why would she do me dirty like
Why the
that?
fuck would you say that? Like that's such a
Why?
weird thing to do.
And then the whole class started clapping for us. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna break up with him in 2 days. Like, stop it. And then
God.
like this is towards the end of the class.
Mhm.
And then like and so they're clapping and they're like kiss, kiss, kiss. And I was like, no,
Jesus.
I don't want to do that in public in front of people. Like I basically like bullshitted my way out of that. And then like oh my god. It was like so humiliating.
God.
I
Oh my
know.
God. Also, I
Like
apologize for like any background noise because my roommate's cat is hanging out with me. Pickle.
cats are valid.
Yeah, Yeah, cats are never invalid. Even though Pickle, you're a fucking like bitch sometimes. Like a lot of the time. He likes to play with their X-Acto knife. It doesn't like it has a cap on, but you're a dangerous little boy. Anyway, yeah, you're fucking getting outed by your teacher.
Yeah, so I was the teacher outed our relationship,
Yeah.
and then so like 2 days later I broke up with him, and like I was a little bit afraid at first just because he had been saying like suicidal things like a couple weeks earlier, so I was like, oh
Okay.
god, I don't want to push him over the edge, but like he was totally cool, so it was like a mutual amicable breakup.
That's
And he was
good.
like, oh okay, yeah, like I'm not feeling it. I'm like, okay, cool, and like we did it over text. So like no one's feelings were hurt or
God.
aim or something like that because that's the way we talked the most was aim. But like yeah, no one's feelings were hurt. We were like okay, cool. Wash your hands of this relationship. And then like 2 days after that, he's
Mhm.
like, hey, so I'm gay now. Can you help me find a boyfriend? I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
That's funny.
Like I know like we broke up and like we're friends now, but like that doesn't mean I want to help you find a boyfriend. I don't want to help most people find a boyfriend. Like, come on. And like, I talked to him like on and off throughout high school. Like after high school, didn't talk to him anymore. And then like he deleted like all of me and my friends off of Facebook. And like
Weird.
a couple years ago, he added us, but then he started asking for donations for some trip, and I was like, okay, bye, bitch.
Funny.
I'm not dealing with this. But yeah, that was
Nope.
my first boyfriend, and I guess like my first real date was when I was a senior in high school, and I went on
Okay.
this blind date with this dude from a different school because he was friends with a guy that I was friends with that was also from that school.
Okay.
So I only saw him like after school and at my school because he drove and I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it was this blind date with the most boring guy in the world.
Holy fuck! Just call him out.
I don't remember his name. That's how
Oh, I was
boring he
kidding.
was. His name was probably Kevin or something.
Jesus.
Like he was the most boring. Like I couldn't.
How was
stay
he
awake while
boring
he was
though?
talking.
Like,
I just like I don't know. Maybe it was the way he was talking, but like I could not find anything interesting in what he was saying. And like I was struggling
shit.
to keep up a conversation. And you know I'm
Yeah.
a very talkative person.
Yeah.
And it was so difficult for me to have a conversation
That's
with him.
so funny.
Like all we did is we like got ice cream.
I feel
And
you
he
though.
paid. Like he didn't let me pay for the ice cream. I was like, okay, weirdo. And then we went to a movie. I forgot what movie it was. Oh
Iron
no,
Man.
no. It was Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, I never saw that.
2010, baby. But let me tell you what happened. So I guess I forgot
Tell
to
me
tell
what
my dad that I was staying out after school and I wasn't going to be home till later.
Okay.
So my dad calls me during the movie and like I step out and I was like, what? And he's like, oh, are you come home? I'm like, okay, I'll come home. I was like, I just wanted to get out of there. So I told the guy,
That's
sorry, my parents need me to come home and I
so
left.
funny.
And he paid for the movie too.
Damn.
He wouldn't
Richie
let me
Rich.
pay for anything.
Dude, Kevin is cashing out hard. Shout out Kevin, which is probably not your name.
But it is now.
It is
And then
now. Yeah,
the cherry
he
on
changed it
top-
today.
The cherry on top is that my friend who set us up on that blind date, he took pictures of us on our date. I posted them on Facebook. Well, we were like walking around like downtown or
God,
whatever, and I'm not
paparazzi,
friends with that dude anymore either.
man. Nope. Do not play with my earbuds. Do not do it, bitch, bitch. Nope. These are
That's what I
mine.
said to my friend.
Yeah, bitch, bitch. Don't play with my earbuds. I gave you
That's
the
exactly
X-Acto
what I said.
knife. Here, have it.
So you have
Anyway.
any other memorable first dates?
The one I'm really remembering because in middle school and high school I was kind of a dick and I just kind of like I didn't really acknowledge my relationship with Sarah just because like I was very confused during the whole time, um, and I don't know, like I just felt like it was more of a friendship than anything because like I didn't really understand my feelings, but I the like the proper first date that I remember, like I actually remember it and like the timeline of like our relationship and that being a kind of an eventful time. I was in high school. It was in my freshman year, and I was dating this girl named Destiny, and she and I there's a Boudreaux's across the street from our high school, and I don't know. I don't know if people have Boudreaux's, and I honestly don't know how to describe it, so I'm going to Google it really quick. Um, it's like I'm gonna see if I spell it right. Boudreaux. I don't want Boudreaux and Boudreaux's butt paste. What the fuck is that?
It's butt paste,
What?
bro.
Showing results for Boudreaux's. Boudreaux's Cajun Kitchen, I think it was. Let me check and see if the brand is right. Our Cajun fried turkeys. Yeah, this is it. So it's a Cajun Kitchen. I guess I don't know if that's like actually right. I don't know who the owner is, but they had like these just fucking amazing like seasoned fries. And you could get like just a big old tray of them, and we just got a big old thing of fries and ate it at Boudreaux's. And that was our first date, and it was like nice because I'm pretty sure I paid. When I lived with my
Oh,
parents,
such a
like
sweetie.
like my parents are rich, and like I kind of by proxy was also rich, and because they would give me money from time to time or like pay me for chores, so I was never
Mhm.
really like. I also didn't have anything to really spend money on, but I had quote unquote money, which is probably like maybe $100 at any time. Um, but and I feel like that's very generous estimate. I don't remember ever having $100. God. Anyway, Boudreaux's is good. I haven't eaten at Boudreaux's in like forever, just because like unfortunately there's not one across from the building that I currently live in, so I haven't really been hankering for some fucking Boudreaux's. But it's okay food. Fucking shout out Boudreaux's. Shout out Destiny. I think she lives in Virginia now. I'm pretty sure. Um, I can't really remember. I think dating in high school is so fucking pointless. Like if I was smarter, I would have saved my money or like put it in a savings account or something. Cause like I didn't have a car because I was really anxious about driving. Um, I didn't have any money. Like so there was really like no. I didn't have any free time. That's the biggest thing. You don't have any freedom. You don't have any free time. You don't have any like independence from your parents and like abilities to make those decisions. So I kind of don't understand
Yeah.
what the point of like dating somebody in high school is.
Well, all I did in high school was pine over boys who half the time ended up gay.
I was gonna say same, but like not really. I didn't realize I was gay in high school. Like we have an episode about that, but
Yeah.
um
If I would have realized I was bi in high school, I probably would have had like five girlfriends. Because I feel like it would have been easier for me to make a connection with the girl than the boy. Because
okay.
boys in high school are disgusting.
I mean, just boys in general are
Well,
disgusting.
yes, but in high school, it's like peak
Peak
disgustingness
like filth.
that will
Yeah.
carry over into their
Excuse me.
20s
That's
if
like
they don't grow up.
obviously like masculinity is just like taught throughout their lives, but like high school and middle school, like stuff like that, So when they really start coming into it. See, here's the thing. Here's the correlation. They start watching Family Guy and South Park, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, it's cool to like make racist jokes, and let's get into it, boys." And then from there, they go on to join a frat in college, and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. Or they
Um,
grow out of it, which doesn't happen all the
nope,
time.
almost never. But
But yeah, so that like I think if I would have known I was bi, I would have had a girlfriend or two. Who knows? I would have known the
I
same. I don't know.
I realized I was
I'm saying this
bi.
shit like I could actually get a girlfriend. I don't know. I've never gotten one. Who knows if I could
Same.
even get
I've
one?
never had a boyfriend. Like I've never romantically or sexually interacted with a man. Um, which like part of me is like I'm sad. I kind of wish I had, but another part of me is like I'm happy now, and I'm not gonna be like, nah, I want to go get gay. We need to break up. 'Cause like that's shitty. But
Yeah.
I remember, I think I talked about this in the episode too. But what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what are you? I can't even describe it. He's like bobbing his head up and down, trying to look at a ribbon through a laundry basket.
This
What's
podcast is now
happening?
called Pickle It, where
Jeez.
we observe what Pickle is
Yeah,
doing.
dude. If I should probably make a video series about Pickle. Like I just post him on Snapchat all the time, but he's also not my cat. So like when we move, like I'm not gonna be able to see him. We'll probably go to their house, but I'm not gonna see him as much as I'm seeing him today. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in our like kind of like coming out slash realizing we were gay episode, which I can't tell you the number of, but
I'll look it up.
um, there's this guy in high school that I think was a grade above me, and just like he was just he was pretty obviously like not straight, and then I learned like, and that was kind of my first interaction with or educational experience within like LGBT identities that were not like gay, lesbian, bi. He said that he was pansexual, which I had never heard before, and I was like, all right, cool. And he like, I don't know, there's just something about him that I was like so drawn to. And then there's this one time when we were in in gym class, and we were like in the kind of like storage room, and there were a lot of other people there, so it's not like that. But I was just like sitting on the ball cage for whatever reason. And then he put his like arms on either side of me, and kind of like got in my face for some reason, and it just like it made my heart go really fast, and I was like, whew. And that was like my first and only really like gay experience. Um, there's this what? Now he's playing with trash. What the fuck?
You know,
Not the
my only
guy,
gay
Pickle.
experience.
What?
I've only had one gay experience also, but it was also in a game of Truth or Dare. I think it was right before I got with Will, so it was before I knew that I was bi. But
Okay.
some girl in the group, she was there to kiss everyone else that was playing, so she
Mhm.
gave us all a kiss on the lips.
That's funny.
Then, and even then, it was like a quick peck, so it's not like it didn't make me feel some type of way. It was just, that was my only gay experience.
That's funny. Um, what was another one of your first dates? With
I remember one
preferably
with
someone who was not, a cis gay male.
they were all cis. For some reason I said cis het male, and I was like, they all were. But, no, well, this other one, no, he wasn't gay. This was actually right, like a few months before me and Will got together, and I started seeing this guy.
Okay.
He really only wanted like booty call,
Oh,
but because he was an hour away, and he's like, that's too far.
I remember you telling me about this.
And we went out. He made me pay for dinner, like all of
Shit.
it. Like he didn't even offer. He just made me pay for it
What
all.
the fuck?
It was like it wasn't that expensive though, but still.
I mean, that's good, but still, like,
And
I'm
then
not
he
trying to
played
enforce patriarchal
Take
values.
That,
There we go.
feminism.
I paid for it all.
You want to be equal? Here you go.
Pay for my dinner. Finance my life. Anyway.
But yeah, so he picked me up. We went out to dinner. We walked around the park, and then we went back to my house, and like we did shit.
Ooh, back to
like
my
like
house.
that was actually my first like time doing, well, kind of like my second time doing sexual stuff, but like the first
Hmm.
time like it went beyond first base.
Okay.
So like I said, I was a super ass late bloomer. So
Which is
um
fine. It's fine for everybody.
I did a BJ. It was successful. He wanted to do more, and I was like, no, I don't want to do more.
Oh my god. I
And
did a
um,
BJ. It was successful. I roll to suck that fang. You roll a natural 20. I succeed on the blowjob. Gosh.
um, and like he wanted to like go all the way, and I was just like, no, thank
Mm,
you. I'll just suck your dick, and that'll be fine. Um, but yeah, and then like I'm pretty sure one of my family members like knocked on my door, and
okay.
like he like the way that my door opens, like if you stand by my closet you can't see because the door's like right next to the closet. You'd have to like peer your head around the closet to see if there was anyone
Yeah.
there. So I forgot who it was, but like, you home? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then they left, or they went somewhere else. They left the house, or like they just left the general area that my bedroom was in. So we continued, and then after that, we just sat there, and I kind of wanted him to play with me more, even though I didn't want to go all the way. And he
Right.
just sat there playing 3DS.
Fuck off, dude. What a loser. Fucking
Yeah,
call
and
him
then
out. Remember his name.
I'm not gonna say it. Though the funny thing is, he's bi now. So
Okay.
he was straight at the time. After me, he became bi.
That's funny.
Um, but I don't know if I should call him out. His
I think you should.
he shares the name with a sea star who lives next to a pineapple. I'm really like vague, but it's like super obvious.
Wow. Dude, that's very obvious.
Dropping the tea. Dropping
God.
that SpongeBob tea.
Jesus Christ.
But yes. So Patrick, if you're listening, thanks.
Shout out. Shout out for being a fucking broke bitch that, like,
Okay, let's not incite a flame more.
I have to. Fucking, come on. Come at me, Patrick. Like, let's go, my man.
Well, you're bigger than him, so
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure you
bigger
can
than a
take
lot of
one.
people.
Yeah. But yeah, like after that, I was like, so where do we stand? Like, you want to go out some more?
Hmm.
And he was like, you live an hour away, and that's too far to drive to see you, but we could be a booty call. And he kept trying to like booty call me
Okay,
like
why is
weeks
1 hour
before
not
that.
too long for a fucking booty call? Like,
Yeah. I'm just like, because I had my license at the time, but I didn't drive and I didn't have a car. So it's like I couldn't go out and see him. And I guess it was too much of a burden to come see a girlfriend who lived an hour away. When I ended up marrying a guy who lived in a fucking other country. Like, come on. Um, but yeah, and then after like we just kind of stopped talking and I started talking to his friend and I had a thing for his friend and his friend had a little bit of a thing for me.
okay.
But his friend lived in Texas because he went to college in
Hey,
Texas,
shut up.
but he was from the same place that
Yeah.
that the guy was from. So he would be home for the summers, but I never got to meet him. So I think he was a better guy than the
Yeah,
original guy. But anyways, I was talking to him and he noticed us talking to each other and he started talking to me again. I was like, bitch,
yeah.
you had your chance with this hot
Yeah,
bi babe. I didn't know it was bi
yeah.
yet. But you had your chance with this babe and you blew it. Well, I blew it too, but you blew it. Also, we should be
God.
wrapping this up now.
I think so too. I have to go
It's
clean,
getting kind
but
of long.
yeah. Oh, Whitney texted me. I love her. Anyway, you want to just kind of go through. I think I'm gonna go through like the rest of my partners and like our first dates. But do you have any more experiences?
um, there was another.
What was your first date with Will? Let's talk about that.
Oh my god! Why did I not even think of it? Oh my god! You got a message from Whitney. You're like, oh, I got a text from Whitney. I love Whitney. And earlier, I don't know if you remember, I got a message. I'm like, who the fuck is messaging
Oh
me?
yeah.
Oh, it's Will. That's what happens when you're married and when you're just dating someone. Like, you're just like they're just such a part of your life. They're like, whatever. Like, it's not.
Listen,
It's just
what
normal.
you saying that like
No,
I
I
don't
know.
live with
I know.
Whitney.
No, I know. If you go back to episode 3, I think is when Taylor is on. Um, That's when I talk about like how in love I am with Will.
Yeah. So if
Oh
you
no, that
want
was
more of
episode
this
4.
mushy gushy shit, go
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 check out
listen to all of
episode
our
5.
episodes. If this is your first time
Oh
listening, go
yeah,
listen to all our episodes,
they're
cause
long sometimes,
sometimes they're
but
long, but more often than not, they're okay. I think I haven't really listened to them, but
yeah. But anyway, so let me tell my first date story with Will.
all right.
So, um, sorry about that. I have a guest
No, you're good.
over.
Oh, now I'm sleepy.
She's not gay though, so he can't be allowed to talk. um, anyways, um, so my first date with Will, he came to visit me in Los Angeles. We were already together for like 2 months.
hmm
Or yeah, it was like about to be our 2 month anniversary, and we went to downtown Los Angeles, went to Little Tokyo, and we had lunch at like a Japanese restaurant. We were with a couple friends too,
Okay.
and also, so yeah, we spent the day in Little Tokyo. We ate at that restaurant. We walked around. We went to a Japanese photo booth. We got some cute ass pictures. So that day is like memorialized in these little like photo booth pictures
Okay.
that we have.
Cute.
I still have them all these years later. And then after that, we went to go see Pacific Rim in theaters.
A
This was
classic.
2013. We went to go see it, and the whole time we just made out during the movie. The whole time. Like, I don't know what happens in Pacific Rim. I don't know. What happened? Someone has to tell me because I don't know.
I don't know. I love that movie, so I would highly recommend watching it.
And then we went home and lost our virginity to each other.
Perfect. That's the way to do
Perfect
it.
end to a perfect first date. Losing your virginity.
Yeah. I think yeah, my first time with was with Whitney as well. Um I'd pretty much done everything except, penetrative sex. Correction, I didn't eat ass before I met Whitney because I was a little
Do you
baby
eat
that
ass
did not
now?
know anything. That is confidential information.
I like
But
how everything else is free game, but the fact knowing whether or not someone eats ass is confidential.
no, that I guess I do eat ass, but like
No, you can keep it to yourself.
I I don't like saying things without asking Whitney, if that makes sense. Like I don't talking
That
about
makes
our
sense.
relationship. Also, even if
Yeah, that
she told me, yeah, I probably wouldn't. Like I don't like being super open about my romantic relationships because like that's personal. That's for me and them. That's not for you. Not for you specifically, Pris. I mean, like you as in the general, like everybody. You, the
no,
listener.
yeah, yeah.
But let's see. My first date with Whitney, I can't. What the fuck was our? Okay, so here's the thing. My mo a while ago, like when I was still living at home, but I wasn't in high school. When I had a job at my church, um, I would invite people over to my house when nobody was home, and that was when the sinful activities would take place. And we would watch like television or whatever was on. And
Netflix and chill.
yeah, Netflix and chill, perhaps like a little bit of nature program. And it was like the chill and the Netflix were like separate instances. Like we would actually watch something because I usually did like hanging out with these people. But we would do that. So I don't want to call it a first date because it's definitely not a date. Um, our first date probably um it must have been like before we were actually dating. Oh, I took her out for her birthday. And this was still when I was like, not having to pay bills, so I was still balling. And I took her to Sephora and
Wow, you like are
listen,
killing
I
it.
was rich, dude. Like my family is rich. I can't deny this. Um,
Can I be your second girlfriend?
I'm sorry,
Like,
Priz, that uh,
I want to go to Sephora on my
Pickle is
birthday.
already occupying my second companion slot. So
Pickle, you're fired.
one of them either has to die or be contacted for a separate quest line.
As my nephew would say, somebody has to go. He told me that one time
That sounds
because
so
I stayed too
ominous.
long. I know. I stayed too
Somebody
long
has to
after I was
go.
watching him because my brother and his wife came home from work
Okay.
and I was still there. And he sat next to me. He's like, Dear Priscilla, when mommy comes home and daddy comes home, somebody has to leave.
What a bitch! What the fuck?
He's
That's so funny.
4.
Jesus Christ. That's
I know.
fucking
He's about to
funny.
be 5 though, but he's a wild card.
What was it? Yeah, that was our first date. And we like, I think we went out to eat. She's like, I was more ignorant of this at the time, but she's vegetarian, and I didn't really like, kind of understand how strict that was, or how like dietarily restricting that is. Um, and I forgot where we went, but we went to this like kind of uh not necessarily a shitty mall, but like nothing like the one that we had back home. Cause like, so she and I are both from Houston, and but when she was in Texas during the summer, she was like visiting with or she was staying with her grandma in Spring, which is about an hour outside of Houston. And so I would like almost every, not every day, maybe every day, I would like drive to go see her and hang out with her, at least like once a week, and and we would just hang out. And then for her birthday, we went to this like mall that was like a little bit outside of Spring. And yeah, that was the date. And then fucking cheeseball central, like we knew each other when we were 7, and knew each other through middle school and high school and all that good stuff. Um,
So
and
horrible. It's a love story for the ages.
yeah, I'm honestly like I do want to like get her on the podcast. I'll probably
Oh yeah.
that's something like I'm probably gonna just like record that on my phone, like me and her, just because like I don't have a mic here to both of us to be on. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and then like I don't know, I don't know
She
how
can
we're
fill
gonna
in
do
for
like real
me.
life people.
She can fill in
Um,
for me.
yeah. Um,
I'm gonna go on
and
vacation again.
yeah, I'm doing this because we're doing this because I'm going on quote unquote vacation for a funeral, but um, and then I'm going to my sister's graduation. Congratulations, Virginia. I love you.
Congratulations.
Even though you're a Libra, I really love you, and I hope that you have good times in college. Which is funny because she's going to college before me, but it is what it
College
is.
is for suckers.
Different strokes for different folks. College is for anybody that wants to exist within a.
Sorry for being inflammatory again on this
No, no, no.
podcast. You
College
can
is
send all your hate
essential, but
mail to Mac.
no. Yeah, my address is 1600 Pennsylvania
It's
Avenue,
420,
Washington D.C. Um,
420,
Weed Lover
69,
Lane.
Weed Lover Lane, Colorado.
That's funny because my roommates are actually in Colorado right now. They're smoking it up, boy.
Well, I'm actually from a legal state now,
You
so
are. I don't think I am. I don't think it's illegal here yet. It's like okay, it's legal, not legal in Houston, but like very small doses they can no longer arrest you for.
yeah, it was like that in California before they legalized it.
Banging.
Like you couldn't get arrested for having like less than like I don't know, like a certain amount. Like if it was like it looked like you were dealing, then like yeah, okay, but
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't a
that's
felony
very
anymore.
different.
It wasn't a felony anymore.
Oh,
So,
excuse me.
anyways, we should totally wrap this
We
up.
should
It's been
totally
like an
wrap this up
hour.
because like, how long have we been going?
Special hour-long episode because it's our
This,
return,
yeah, we literally have
and
been going for almost an hour.
you can binge this while we go on another like 2-month hiatus.
Yeah. Um, that probably actually will happen. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to make another episode pretty soon after this, just because like I love doing this, and we haven't gotten a super big response about it, but if you have gay friends that are like hankering for a podcast, this is that podcast. Like tell them, listen to these two gay people talking about shit that they like. You get on this show and talk about shit that you like. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog, tell your shithole cat named Pickle who belongs to your roommates who plays with X-Acto knives and paintbrushes and cries outside the door in the morning because he's lonely. Um, but yeah, this has been queering it. Um,
And don't forget to go into iTunes and subscribe and rate us
mhm.
and leave us 5 stars if you like it, or leave us 1 stars if you're a dick.
No, 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 no.
Um,
Okay, that's gonna be
don't
another
give us
topic.
below a 3, please.
I hate star rating systems
Well,
because nobody
iTunes
has
is the
knows how to use them. Like it's like, oh, this.
like I loved it, except there was an extra word said in one spot, 0 stars. Anyways, so yeah, check us out on iTunes. It's Queering It. You can just type it in, it'll
Mhm.
come up. You can also go to queeringit.tumblr.com, send us a
Yes.
message, give us some feedback. We're also on YouTube, so just search on YouTube,
Mhm.
Queering It. And we're also on SoundCloud, but SoundCloud's just to get it onto iTunes.
Yeah, if you
So
want
we
to
might
listen
be
on
switching that
SoundCloud,
up.
like if that's easy for
Um,
you, then do it definitely.
yeah.
But
So I don't know anyone who actually uses SoundCloud. Like, listen to stuff.
DJs, only SoundCloud DJs use SoundCloud. Um, and we're gonna, you can find us on various social media. You can find me at sniffling.tumblr.com, and you say your
My
Tumblr. I'm gonna
URL changed,
find
and
my
it's complicated. It's the
yeah.
letter P, zero, 3 P's in a row, ILIO, Poplio. So instead of the first O, it's a zero, and then there's 3 P's in the middle. It's complicated, but
Yeah,
really, we could just link it on the Tumblr, and then you
yeah.
can find it
We're gonna
there.
post all this on the Tumblr. We're probably gonna
Also,
work
I
on
think we
that
should look into getting an email address so people can just
for
email
the.
us.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think.
Yeah.
Make it a
So
Gmail probably.
maybe it'll be querying it at Gmail. We'll see if it's available.
We'll see.
Nobody take it. It's ours.
Nobody take it. If you take it before we publish
I'm gonna
this,
do it right
somehow, okay, do it.
now.
Um, and obviously we're gonna post this again, obviously, but let me say obviously more. My Twitter is at Drape Goose, like grape juice flipped, but drape is spelled like a fucking window drape, and goose is just a goose, like the animal. I need a good fucking Twitter name. If you like, I know on Tumblr it was like if you know the people to talk to, you can get a good URL. If you know who I can talk to on Twitter to get like a good username, please tell me because I don't have any good usernames. Like I want one so bad just for like ease. Um, what else? Yeah, the Tumblr, all that. And yeah, please again, please rate us on iTunes, please, so we can like start popping up more in searches. Um, and yeah, do you have anything else?
No.
All right.
Actually, though,
Oh.
email. It's querying it at gmail.com.
So yeah,
I
email
just did
us.
it.
I'll probably add that to my mailbox just so I can see if people
So
fucking.
please send us an email with topic
Hmm.
suggestions, or if you want to be a guest, be our friend, whatever. Tell us your stories. Maybe we can read your stories on the
Hmm.
podcast. Just send us anything you want. An email. Just make sure it's not NSFW.
And also, if it's hate mail, I'm going to come to your house and break vases over your head.
She's bigger than you.
I am bigger than
She
you. I can
she's bigger
promise you
than you.
that. Anyway,
I've seen her. Her hair has a lot of secrets.
my I usually have my hair
Bye.
in a bun. Anyway, thanks guys for listening to Queering It. Fucking all the shit that she said. Please, please, we want guests. We want guests so bad. Um, yeah. We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.